Go shit show.
This is so much Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Sun and Mun. Sun and Mun,
bitches.
In the morning. Sun and Mun in the morning. Love it.
Guys, it's the Really Fire Podcast.
Welcome back, Logan.
Podcast.
And Josh.
It's a podcast!
It's a podcast.
Well, me. That's my bit. Josh and Shawn.
It's a podcast! It's a podcast!
Yeah. You guys were down three people last week, right?
We still pulled it off.
We did.
We did 4-man.
Barely.
Oh, whatever.
You didn't even listen to it. Shut up.
You didn't even listen to the podcast last week. You have no room to talk.
I'm sorry.
So
we're all here again, though.
And it's our Over the Hill podcast.
It's a 9-month podcast.
Yeah.
40.
It's our
We finally had our baby.
You're not over the hill till you're 50.
40. It's 40.
It's 50.
It's 40.
50
It
is
is
over
absolutely
It is
50.
no. I looked it up.
Google it right now.
Okay.
It's fucking 50.
All right, Over the Hill. I'm gonna do it right now.
You
But anyways,
idiot. 40 is midlife
who's here?
crisis.
Who's
50
here?
is over the hill.
I'm Logan, and we're going to go this way this time.
Disco.
Drew.
I can't handle this.
Nate's, and according to Urban Dictionary, Over the Hill, meaning that you are 40 years old, therefore you have reached the climax of your lifetime.
Why are you
And
using
you're
Urban
begging to go
Dictionary
over the
as a
hill.
reference?
It was the first link that pulled up. I don't sue me. Fuck it.
I will sue you. That's wrong.
Is the definitive.
Here's the podcast train.
It's completely
But
different.
who is that?
It's
right
all
there?
downhill from here.
For all those female fan favorites, this is Patrick.
Ooh, hey.
Also, for
He's
all
single,
of the
ladies.
all of the other female favorites
ready
that
to tingle.
are better looking than Pat, this is Josh.
And for all the male fans, this is Shawn.
I'm the podcaster formerly known as Shawn.
He's our call center for our 900 number.
Hey.
Hey.
He's also a married gentleman.
Patrick, what have you been playing?
Oh God, this is going all around the room this week. I can't handle
This
this.
is all over.
Yes.
I can't handle it.
He's ready.
What have you been
I'll
playing,
give you
sir?
3 guesses what I've been playing.
Fallout,
A lot of Fallout.
and then Ori,
And
and then Fallout again.
Yep.
And Dokkan
I have
Battle.
been,
And
I've
so
been playing
predictable.
a crazy amount of Fallout. I also played a game that I've never played before that Mr. Josh introduced me to, Mr. Katamari Damacy.
It's
Okay.
Katamari. It's technically Katamari Damacy, and it's technically
Damacy,
the game you're playing on PS3 is Katamari Forever.
Gotcha.
It's the same thing.
No, it's Katamari Damacy and Katamari Forever are 2 completely different games.
Either way, the soundtrack is pretty goddamn amazing.
Yes, it is.
It's really, like, I am having such a good time. Yes, I'm rolling stuff up. That's the whole point of the game. But it's the music and the environment and everything. It's really fun just to escape reality. Just play this ridiculous goddamn game.
Trip acid and listen to that soundtrack.
That's true.
Trip acid.
Sure.
Trip acid for days.
Drew's never done that. What are you talking about?
I never have.
Never.
How would you do?
But Fallout, I've actually been playing a new character. I've been playing an all melee character that I came up with. There's a YouTuber out there. His name is Fudge Muppet. Don't laugh at me when I say
Obviously, right?
Fudge.
that. Yes. His name is Fudge Muppet, yes. And he comes out with really good builds based off what type of character you want to play. He has everything from melee base to James Bond to Slaver to Santa Claus. He actually has a Santa Claus build.
Why?
Because you have the Cryolator, and he has a baseball build where you can sit there and just use baseball bats, and you can make baseball grenades and everything. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But I followed his best melee.
Make more noise, please.
I follow his best melee build, and it's actually been doing very well. There's a perk for those that really want to figure out a new way of playing Fallout, especially melee based. It's called Idiot Savant is the name of it. You need 4 luck. So you at least have to put 4 luck in your skill base to do it. But basically what happens is you get 3 times the experience for any action you do, whether it's kill something, make something, hand in a quest, every action you do, it just gives you 3 times. At rank 2, you do 5 times the experience. So literally, I can hand in a quest, and if it perks right off on that one moment, instead of getting 250 experience only, since it's times 5, I fucking get a legit, like, I literally went up 3 levels off one quest because I had the Idiot Savant perk.
So what's the trade-off, though? So you get that perk, but doesn't it take away something?
No, it doesn't take away anything.
It takes away, like, your intelligence or something.
You have to, the lower your intelligence, the more often it'll perk up.
Oh, okay.
So basically, when I was looking online, I literally, my character's running one intelligence right now. I have a 12% chance that every action I do, everything, whether it's kill something, make something, hand in a quest, etc., I have a 12% chance that every single time that I do something, I will get 5 times the experience.
Hence, the word idiot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That's the point.
Low intelligence.
But I've been doing melee stuff, and there's this other skill that actually works really well with it. It's called Rooted, to where it says if you stop moving, you gain blah 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 damage resistance and blah 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 damage increase when you do a melee attack.
So you have to like just run up to the enemy then and just start beating the shit out of them without moving.
Kind of.
Okay.
The main thing is it says rooted, you have to stop moving, but Fallout has this fun little weird mechanic to where, yes, I am sprinting at a guy, but when I click attack, you do a like forward dash kind of like stab or slice or whatever. If I'm not clicking forward on my movement analog anymore, it counts as rooted.
Oh, nice.
So literally, right when you click attack, you just stop pushing on the analog, and it gives you plus 25, plus 50, plus 75, whatever rank you're in at the time. You do that much more experience, and then you take that much less more damage.
Well, that is absurd.
It's pretty crazy. Basically, the one thing that I'm trying to say is I have normally played Fallout all the time via VATS and Sniper and Sneak, and that's my favorite character design in general. But it is really refreshing to play this game again, and I'm also being an asshole this entire time.
How many characters have you made?
4.
4.
Oh, that sounds hardcore.
I have... Shut up. I have my main character, I have my commando character that I kind of did more automatic weapons based up. I did my female character, and then now I've made this all melee character. But I'm actually really surprised on how well... Because in Fallout 3, you could not play a melee character to save your life. You would die without even trying, walking into a main dungeon area. Most of the time, depending on your perks. But in this game, like, you can start off and actually play a melee character all the way through, and it is very well done.
Training to become One Punch Man.
Pretty much.
Basically.
This is what I'm trying to do. Except I'm using a switchblade, a machete, and a chain-based baseball bat right now because my armor and blacksmith skills aren't high enough yet.
Anything else this week then?
Besides that, Ori, I did.
Very nice.
I got Logan a bunch of achievements in
Yeah.
Ori.
Yeah.
I never heard "fuck this game" so much in my life when I was sitting next to Pat playing Ori.
It's a hard game. It's very challenging, which I enjoy, but also at the same time,
You hate your life.
Well, it's like Metroid, but almost with a little bit of Super Meat Boy into it.
Oh, yeah?
Where you have to actually be on top of, like, if you jump at this certain point, you better click this button at that certain time, or else you're gonna fucking shit your shit.
Very frame specific, and like the map, like Pat
You
paused
saw it,
it and looked at the map, and I was like, "Holy Jesus Christ!" Like, you've got to be shitting me! Like, the map was massive.
It's a great game.
For a platformer.
For one of the biggest maps I've ever seen in a 2D platformer, it was just ridiculous.
Very well done. Skill system's great, depending on your playstyle. Me, I am a very exploration type of person, and I accidentally entirely went to an area that I was not supposed to go to yet. This big fire area. I was supposed to go to the wind area, but as I was like traveling this entire place, I go get to the main.
Jesus, Nate.
I get to the main like dungeon area, and they're like, "You can't get in here until you get the Firestone." And I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here whatsoever right now. Like, I kind of just used my skills and everything to get to this way harder point than I was supposed to. And then that's when he was listening to me say, "Fuck this game," because I was trying to make my way back to the main area. so I could not have to walk around the entire way. And yeah, it was just a pain in the ass trying to get back because I didn't have the skill base to actually get back. Like I was supposed to. So I kind of had to adjust to it.
Gotcha.
Anyway, besides that, Dokkan Battle. That's it.
Of course. Every single week. Never changes.
Josh,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
your turn.
Oh, I see how it is. What make me go last?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Because
okay.
fuck you.
Hashtag Worth deserved it.
Oh, it's okay. You can save the best for last. It's fine.
He probably hates you.
Yeah.
He
Wow.
does. We don't hate each
I
other.
do hate him.
Well, god damn it. I've played a lot of fucking games this week.
Did you?
Let me start out with something different. I played Limbo this week.
Yeah, you did.
For the first time?
Well, no, I mean, I'm kind of like less than halfway through it on the PlayStation 4 version, but I just got bored and just decided to pick it up. So
Okay.
got through a handful of puzzles.
I
So
helped you with the puzzle.
yep, Pat helped me with one, so that was kind of cool. Limbo is a really fucking great game if you haven't played it already, which you should have played it like 6 years ago, like me. You should definitely play that. Okay, what else? What else did I play this week? I played Katamari Forever with Pat on his first time. Popped his Katamari cherry.
We
That was
had a great time.
that was-
night.
that was pretty goddamn satisfying.
we were
So-
laughing and
Oh yeah, that was a great night.
enjoying.
We should have been recording that, but we did not. So besides Katamari Forever, a shit ton of Rocket League.
And you raged so hard today against Shawn.
Shut the fuck up, Worth. Nobody asked you. This is my story.
I'm just saying.
No, I don't care what you're saying.
I'm adding to the story.
I'm gonna punch you in the throat. And you're gonna love it.
Ooh.
I dropped my phone and it managed to install the Reddit app.
What?
You probably want this, don't you?
You think this is a fucking choice?
Reddit or Reddit?
Because it isn't the Windows 10 update.
Yeah.
We're not sponsored by Reddit in any way, by the way.
If you want to, though, that's cool.
So anyway, Rocket League. Shit. What else did I play this week? Hold on, I'm thinking. I did play other games this week.
Play Plants. I saw you play
I didn't play Plants. I played Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
Use my renown booster.
Yes.
Actually, am doing a lot better than Siege. I'm starting to recognize operators by something else other than color.
Right.
Which
Which
is-
is the yellow one. You can actually pick Bandit. Right.
Right, it's a step in the right direction. So I would like, and I actually got MVP on a couple of
Yeah,
rounds. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I did pretty good. So I'm pretty proud of myself about that.
He's growing up.
Yeah,
Getting better.
I'm not your little boy anymore.
That's my
What else? I played Diablo 3.
What did you play last night that will
God.
excite literally everyone here?
Mass Effect 2.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! About time!
Beep beep beep.
Beep,
So
beep, beep,
I'm
beep, beep,
I'm
How
on
far
the
in are you?
I'm on the mission with Thane. I actually
beep. Were
just
you recruit Thane?
yes, I recruited Thane. So and Thane is definitely like one of my favorite
So you
characters
went
I've
up
seen
the
in Mass
apartment
Effect so
building,
far.
and then you saw him like come out of the ceiling, and
Oh yeah, he
And
fucking
then-
just like wrecked
again,
face.
I'm not trying.
And then
to
he did
be,
the
like,
thing?
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's a good scene.
Yeah.
And then he's
That's
like,
when you're like, oh, Thane.
and then he's like, Shepard,
Oh.
I'm dying.
No, oh my god, no, it was the best thing ever. Like, I just got dropped in the game and Logan was watching, and all of a sudden I was like in the middle of this battle, and I was like, I've been playing this game in like 6 months, I have no idea what I'm doing.
You
It was
forgot how to
crazy.
Mass Effect,
I
and it
forgot
was
how to Mass
amazing.
Effect.
Well, at least
so-
you're picking it back up, so I'm proud of you.
Yes, I did pick up.
Yeah,
I did.
just-
The Mass Effect podcast will happen before we hit 1 year.
Yep, I did pick
We
up Mass
absolutely
Effect.
It has to
I-
happen before
I-
Andromeda.
I
It has to
definitely
happen.
also want to talk about another game that I've been touching on that's by far my favorite pick of all of the last 2 weeks. I've been playing the We Happy Few alpha version.
Oh,
on
dude, I want to
Xbox
try
One.
that so bad.
It's fucking amazing. Like, honestly, it's a rough demo version of the game. It's not fucking finished. There are some flaws. There are some gripes I have with the game. For one, you have to refill vitals too much. So in this game, you have to constantly make sure that you're hydrated, that you're well fed, that you have enough rest. It's just you're spending quite a bit of time in the menus survival crafting to make sure that you stay alive in this game. And while I enjoy the challenge of survival crafting, I honestly don't think that I think it needs to be toned down.
It's like
So it's
Fallout
like a-
survival mode.
It's like a DayZ Rust type of
Think if BioShock and Fallout 4 had a baby, but you need crafting to survive. So think about it this way. So like I'm on this mission to try and I'm just doing this regular side quest, and then 10 minutes after I replenished my vitals, I was starving. So I had to eat. The only piece of food that I had was this poison mushroom, and so if your vitals run out, and I had permadeath. Like there's permadeath in this game. So if any of your vitals run out, you'll die.
You can turn it off, though.
Your character, you can turn it off, but I had permadeath on it, so my character would have been gone forever. So I had to eat the poison mushroom. I had no choice. So I got food poisoning. So your vision's all blurry, you're moving all slow. So like it made my situation like 10 times worse. So while I enjoy the survival.
But at least you're not hungry.
Yeah, exactly. At least you're not hungry.
You're getting some nutrients out of it.
Yeah, you do puke and you do fall over and stuff. So it's that. I mean, that's kind of amusing because I think throwing up is hilarious. But not when my character's dead and I plugged like 10 hours.
Just like that. Just like your favorite scene in Team America.
Yes, it's the best thing that's ever been made in American cinema by far.
Just like the 5-minute long vomit scene.
I think like when I saw that in theater the first time, like I literally like rolled on the floor and like cried, like I cried my eyes out. It was amazing. So anyway, now that you guys know that I embarrassed myself in a movie theater while watching Team America,
That's perfectly okay.
Back to We Happy Few. I have
Is
to.
it creepy?
Yes, it's insanely creepy. It's awesome dystopia. So if you guys are into BioShock or Fallout 4 at all, I highly recommend playing it. It's definitely worth the $30. There is one other gripe that I have with the game. I do want to throw this out there. There's not enough item spawning correctness. So when you're on a quest, you need specific items. So there was this one quest where I had to craft something together in order to complete it.
Alpha.
The item spawning is not correct. So sometimes it may not spawn the right items in your area. So you could come across a situation where you're trying to get the specific item and it can kill you.
Alpha.
Like it literally breaks the game. So as long as the developer fixes those gripes, I think it'll be a great experience when it fully launches. When the fuck ever.
It's an alpha.
Yeah. But it's totally worth your $30, so I say if you have $30 to blow, go ahead with We Happy Few.
And if you get the $30 version now, you'll never have to pay for it again.
Exactly.
And you won't have to pay the full retail. You get the early version, but you also get all the updates as they come out.
You heard it here first in Friendly Fire Gaming.
Exactly. Right?
That's awesome.
So yes, you will get the updates. You will get the full game when it launches.
Is
it's
it
for
necessary
early adopters.
for you to take joy?
Yes, it absolutely is. It's a mechanic in the game. So like especially like when you go into like the city, because
Joy is the drug, by the way. So.
I'll try to put this as spoiler free as possible. There is an outer area of the slums of the main city where people that are people that don't take joy are exiled to live.
Downers.
And downers. So in order for you to fit in with other people in the city, it's a lot easier for you to take joy because if any of the bots suspect you of not taking it, they'll all attack you.
Damn.
So it's a necessary thing for you to take, especially like when you're running around the city. It's a lot better, and it changes the entire look of the game. So it's an interesting mechanic.
So it involves the NPCs and then obviously the environment, but does it increase like certain stats or anything like that?
No, what it does do, the main negative effect that it does do is deplete your vitals even sooner.
Like your health, or
yes.
not sorry, your health, your hunger, your thirst.
Exactly.
Like yeah.
So you trade it. You trade blending in with the majority of the people in the game or the NPCs for faster degenerating vitals.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's not necessary in the slums because that's where people that are exiled live, but like when you're in the city, it's definitely helpful for you to take the joy. That way you're not sticking out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
The way that the like E3 demo made it take is not being like a super survival horror game.
Yeah.
In a way. But it seemed like you have the choice, take joy or don't take joy. But I like that idea where to get in, gain information, all that stuff, yeah, sometimes you gotta take a sacrifice and actually take some joy. Speaking of joy, those guys.
There's also costume outfits, like there's supplies that you can make to make like well-tailored suits and stuff that can help you blend into the city better because
without taking
that's
joy?
If you're yes, wearing better clothing will help your chances, but it doesn't necessary discard you from being discovered.
I fucking love this game already, dude.
So there's lots to consider whenever you're making choices in We Happy Few. Another thing, this last thing I'll say about the game, this is probably like one of my favorite things about it, but they still need to work on. Every single quest that you come across is randomly generated. So no
Oh.
single person will ever experience the same game that somebody else does.
Yeah, when you die, it resets. If you do permadeath.
Well, yes. Well, if you don't do even if you don't do permadeath, like if you don't have that option on, you'll spawn at your last save point, but the entire city will change. It's literally not going to be the same game no matter what you do.
True,
So,
my top hat
it's pretty
game
interesting.
is going to be way better than your top hat game in that game. I promise.
Let's keep up that.
I'm going to make the fanciest looking character ever, and you are going to look like...
Hashtag boss.
God
Right.
damn.
Yeah.
I want to be homeless.
Sean, what have you been playing this week?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
You,
It's your turn.
you long-winded fucks.
Fuck you, Sean. Everyone hates you anyway.
Yeah, I can live with
I don't
that.
hate
We
you.
love you.
No.
I've actually played some different games this week.
Oh.
Ooh,
Surprising everybody. I played Rocket League, which is to be expected.
It's to
I'm
be expected of
sorry.
any of us.
I'm sorry, Josh.
No.
He's not
I
sorry.
don't need your pity.
Played
I need
Siege.
you to die.
1v1 did not go so well.
No.
Hey, Josh.
I need you to die, Sean.
Oh, no.
I played Siege. The new update for that came out
Yeah!
in Brazil.
Brazil. Oh, that's what they're from?
Yeah,
I was thinking they were like Brazilian or something like
that.
that. Yeah.
Excuse
Yorp.
me.
Yorp.
The new map is in a favela, so it's
It's probably
it's Brazil.
Probably in Rio or somewhere.
Did that. Also been playing and chugging through Far Cry Primal
Yeah, I'm also playing that.
after buying it when it was released and not playing it.
Yeah, you fool.
I probably got 4 hours into it so far.
What do
It's not bad.
It is
so far? What do you...
It's rewarding as fuck killing people with an owl.
Yes,
It's
it
like-
is. Yeah.
You have an owl.
The owl, like, dive bomb is fucking awesome to watch. It's so fun.
Hashtag just owl things.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So, do
all
you
owls
have,
matter.
I'll be the judge of that.
Get out.
Yeah,
I'll see myself out.
Have you tamed many of the animals yet?
I've got a couple wolves, the small dog-looking thing, a leopard.
You mean a dog?
No, it's like something. It's called something else. I can't remember either, but it's called something.
Dog.
Is it an animal
What
that
else
looks like a dog?
Yeah.
Wolves.
No, it's something. I'm with you, Sean. I'm with
It's-
you. It's called something else. I can't remember what it is though.
It's not a wolf, but it's not a dog, so it's
It's
coyote.
no,
No,
it's got a weird name.
It's
but
got-
I'm
yeah.
with you.
Dire wolf.
I wish,
No.
right?
Yeah.
dingo.
Dingo, hyena,
It's
coyote.
similar to a dingo. It's not called a dingo.
A dingo
Jackal.
ate my baby.
It's a jackal.
That would be cool
Kind
too.
of.
a Tasmanian tiger.
Is it a Deku tree?
If you find some
No,
rare ones,
it's-
Sean, I have like a black lion,
Yeah.
and I have one other rare something, rare like tiger or some shit. So there's some cool stuff there.
Just out of curiosity, because you guys were talking about it earlier, the Rainbow Six maps, are those based off real life?
I don't think so.
Areas?
They're probably just made up.
Maybe just inspired by something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think they went.
Yeah, the
like,
pro-
on site, whatever. It probably just took a generic idea. I would guess.
Really? Okay.
I think they're
I was
inspired
just
by
wondering.
other places. There's one. Like, there's a crash like cruise ships. I'm sure they just Googled cruise ships. Kind of,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, just
something like that.
find
so.
something online. You can find
Yeah.
anything.
Sorry, didn't mean to like
Oh, you're good.
base
You're
it,
good.
but
Hopefully, I'll.
I've seen him play Far Cry 3. That is a very good looking game.
Prime.
Like it, Prime. Whatever.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, it
I
does
said
look
Far Cry
good.
3 because
Prime.
And Far Cry
My
3 is
bad.
also incredible.
Yes, but Primal, yeah, it's a good looking game.
It's fun.
I think
It's a
3 is the
very
best
good
one.
looking game.
Yeah.
I will play it to the end eventually because
Whatever.
I also started playing the new Hitman game.
Hitman.
What?
What is that? Blood Money or no?
Is
What's
it out already?
It's Hitman.
Absolution.
What
No.
year is it?
Hitman. Just
Hitman. It's just called Hitman.
Is it out or is that the beta?
it's being released
Episodically.
episodes.
Oh yeah.
We talked about this before. Like they released like 60%, and then 30%, and then 10%.
But
Or something weird like that. Yeah.
but that 60% is not full price. It's like 30. Or
No,
something.
they cut it in the proper amount to to buy.
Yeah.
But they're releasing it in weird chunks.
That's
Yeah.
what they're doing with Final Fantasy VII. It's okay.
It's okay.
So far, the game
It's
is
okay.
beautiful. It's fun. I've never played a Hitman game before, and I saw somebody playing it on YouTube, so I was
Never
like,
played Hitman?
no.
Dude, they're so
I haven't
fun.
either. So, yeah.
I
It's-
own the first 3 games on my PlayStation 3.
I mean,
so-
obviously you like Splinter Cell, so I think you would like Hitman.
I've always thought about going back and trying Hitman games.
Dude.
I like stealth. I
And
like
You can
assassin.
think outside the box.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
that
it's
game.
incredible.
But way beyond Splinter Cell. You
It's
can think
Deus Ex and Splinter Cell combined.
Ooh,
You
fancy.
would
Why is
fucking love it.
Logan fucking 6 to midnight
I just
right
got
now.
super aroused. So you recommend this then? This new Hitman? Okay.
Oh, yeah. I've
All
never
right,
played
check
it
it out
before.
then.
It's plus it's digital only right now.
Yeah. Fuck your you disc-based peasants.
Are you gonna have enough time to play since Deus Ex is coming out?
Yeah, I know. We're
God
bringing
damn
up
it.
to that. We're going up to that.
Probably not.
And let's see what else. I can already give you predictions to what I've been playing next week.
No Man's Sky.
Far Cry?
Because No Man's Sky is
Oh.
coming
Woo!
out next
Never mind.
Tuesday.
Yeah, buddy.
Never mind.
So I've already done my what I've been playing for next week.
You'll
So
be playing that for 30 hours and done forever.
Oh, come on.
That's
Wait,
later.
that's
That's
later.
Okay,
That's later.
We'll start later.
Okay.
I
I'm on your side,
probably
Josh.
hate
Don't
you.
worry.
Logan.
And Shawn.
I've been playing a shit ton of the newest of the reboot Deus Ex, Human Revolution,
The
like the director's cut.
yeah, there you
And
go.
so they basically, we've said before on the podcast, where you can like kind of listen to the people who made it. They'll talk about what they were doing in the development at the time, and what they were thinking, and how they were writing and all that stuff.
Commentary.
I get to a weird point though where I'm doing a stealth playthrough, and the only way to beat these two like robot bosses via stealth is to shut them down on a terminal. But you have to have a perk that allows you to do that to the robots. You
Okay.
can shut down security, you can shut down turrets, and then robots, so it like progresses. I didn't have enough points to upgrade to that perk, so I could not continue with the stealth option only.
That
Very
sucks.
disappointed, yes.
Drove him nuts, yeah.
Very disappointed.
It was-
But to be fair, back when they made this game, if I remember right, they actually kind of outsourced the boss fights to a different studio.
Okay.
And so the boss fights were very lacking in terms of the options you had to beat them. And so
You did
Weird.
a later save file though, where you not.
I went back as far as I could. I could not get
still
the
can do
experience
it?
points to double up and get. Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
Yeah,
It's so
so-
stupid.
I beat the game before. It's an amazing game. I recommend it to literally anybody who ever plays games.
We're not going to see you this fall, are we?
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I
No.
know.
No.
Skyrim remastered.
Deus Ex comes out in a few weeks, so I'm gonna be dead to you all. Then Skyrim in October.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a dark.
And the new
October.
Battlefield.
Yeah.
I'm
We'll
honestly.
see,
Battlefield-
we'll see you on Battlefield. We'll see you on
Yeah,
Battlefield.
that's when I'll get a soul select again.
Every
yeah.
once in a while.
That Battlefield 1 is gonna
That's
be
when you come out of your
awesome, so.
cave. You got like a burly ass like
Right.
mountain man
Yeah.
beard.
I'm basically a
Like,
lumberjack at that
What
point.
year is it?
Yeah, right.
What year is
I haven't
this?
seen sunlight in days.
I'm honestly thinking about taking some time off for the Skyrim remaster
I
as well.
absolutely am. I'm
So-
taking a couple days at least.
Yeah.
Couple of weeks.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
I want to take a week off just to play Battlefield 1. Like
That's on. I'm hoping that's good. I'm reserving saying it's going to be. I'm just really hoping it brings me back to shooters. Shooters have been very lacking. The last
we miss you.
years.
We miss you.
That entire time since I lived with you, if I come out and say, "Hey, what's up?" should I call you Logan or Dovahkiin?
Oh, it's Dovahkiin. I changed my game tag.
Oh yeah, you did change your gamer tag.
FFG Dovahkiin.
It's like the end of an era, dude.
I know. Sorry, I mean pizza has been since 2012.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yes, Shawn also helped me with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gamer tag. But I was playing Deus Ex. Rainbow Six Siege. The new operators came out, which are both really fucking cool.
Yeah.
The Defender's like a stealth operator, and so you can go into like a stealth mode essentially, where you're harder to hear. You get like a silenced pistol, which is really strong.
Is that the only gun she has?
You can either do a shotgun or like an SMG. When you go into stealth mode, you have to use a silenced pistol.
That's cool
The
though.
best thing about the character,
I
though,
heard that.
Sorry.
best thing about the character is if you down an enemy, you can go up to them and like basically like torture them for information. You put the knife into the throat. You're like, "Where's your teammates?" And then you just fucking kill them.
Wow.
And it shows the enemy teammates anywhere on the map.
That's awesome.
It's
dude.
really fucking cool. It's a really cool character.
It needs to last longer, though.
It is like it's like 3 or 4 seconds you see the enemy, so it doesn't last very long. But
But
you
if
get
you're paying attention,
Yeah.
Only you
You
see them, or your entire
your entire
teams?
team sees where the enemy is for brief, a very brief time.
Interesting.
But then you're like, okay, they're up here, and then you know a general idea, which is really nice.
which is enough in Siege sometimes.
Yeah, it can help tremendously.
Does the enemy, since they're on the radio contact,
I
do
think
they-
so. I think they're aware of it because I've been
they're
on the
aware
other
of
end
it?
of that where.
I'm thinking realism effect, because if he was on radio and
Something,
you're on
yeah.
radio, you'd be
I'm
like,
pretty sure the enemy
"Where your
knows.
friends at?"
Yeah, they know that they've been spotted, so you can kind of like
Yeah.
hold back for a minute and try to maybe approach a different way.
Yeah.
And the other operator has like these like fire darts. I guess he has like a crossbow that shoots like
Fire darts?
It literally, if you shoot like a crossbow and it has like it just creates fire basically. So if you shoot somebody, it just like literally melts them basically, lights them on fire.
Probably made of
silence
probably
up
like
now?
thermite or something.
I mean,
like
it's dart though. Yeah,
it's made like it's a thermite tipped
something
arrow
like that. Yeah,
or something. Yeah.
And so when you shoot them, you can hit a wall and it just bursts into flames. So if you're hiding behind something like cover, you're just gonna get
Very little
fired.
noise based off the fire point, though. It's a crossbow.
I mean, it's quiet, but when you see the big fire explosion happen above your face, you're like, "Oh fuck, is that guy?"
Well, imagine you shoot across like the map, and then
I mean, at least it doesn't have like the gunfire noise, so no one knows you're there.
I don't play Siege, so I don't
Wouldn't-
know
the,
for sure.
the enemy
but I'm
wouldn't
just
know
saying the way,
unless it's obvious, like one window. They wouldn't know where it came from because they wouldn't have that point of origin of sound. So yeah, that definitely. So these are both kind of a stealth-ish characters. So
Yeah.
really fucking cool.
I need to get the season pass.
Okay,
I should.
it's cheap enough, and you get all the operators past and anything they release in the future. All the map DLC is free for everybody. All the updates, everything like that. So
For $20.
I think it's 20. I don't remember 100%.
Or just buy the gold edition.
Well, I already have the
It's
game.
too late now, right? You can
I already
buy,
have the game.
You can buy like the gold update
Well,
or something.
think
so look
ahead.
into that. I also played Rocket League.
Yay.
Far Cry Primal. And yes, we played a bunch of Plants vs. Zombies. We did Infinity Mode. We got a bunch of us got the Party Imp, which is really fucking cool.
The party imp?
Is that the one with the disco ball thing that I saw?
No, there's a disco ball on one map that if you go under it, it makes you dance.
Oh,
It's really
yeah.
cool.
There's also a
That's
hat
why I
that-
walked out and I was like,
Yeah.
where's their disco
Yeah.
ball shit going on?
No, there's if the Party Imp, you can get the mech, and when you get the mech, it plays like this crazy party song. It sounds like Andrew WK is playing a song.
That's awesome.
It's fucking great. So play Infinity Mode, get the legendary characters. Party Imp is awesome.
Nice.
I think that's everything I played.
Nice.
I think so.
Took you long enough.
Let's go.
Let's go. Get off your phone. What have you been playing?
Dokkan Battle.
Played.
A fuck ton of dope. I know he has.
Artist Slash Real Girls.
Monday we went down downtown, played some Pokemon Go. Me and Logan and Shawn.
Yes.
Face is past and I'm
Walking past
homebound.
Kate
Vanessa
Catching.
Carlton.
And
That sounded better in my head.
Just
I
it's
played
okay.
a little
It's
bit
okay,
of Rocket
Sean.
League.
I did hatch a Lapras out of an egg with like 30 candies.
I
It was
hate your
fucking
face.
amazing. So amazing.
Played some Rocket League. I was also in on the games for the Garden Warfare 2 Infinite Mode.
And put in 60-hour work days.
Yeah, I put in
Yeah.
a lot of hours at work.
I don't see how you have so much time for gaming. Like, I don't see how you have more time than I do. It makes sense.
Well,
And he's married and
I
has a
literally
child.
only play video games on Sunday nights and Mondays. So
He puts his child in a cage.
yeah, it's a
That's
baby
where they
cage.
belong.
It's
She's
called a crib, right?
she has food and water. She'll be fine.
She'll live
But
through the night.
I can't think. I don't think I played any. I played Dokkan Battle, obviously.
Yes.
With 8th
Shocking
World
moment.
Tournament, I won 20 times.
20 times?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That took a lot. So the people that win like 80 times, you have no life. I pretty much had to dedicate myself to get those 20 wins. But I don't know. I played some Pokemon Go. I don't think I played much this week. Oh, I did play a run through of Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Beat.
I did not make it to the end. I was rusty. I got to like floor 4 or something.
Well,
Definitely did not go well. I didn't get very good upgrades.
didn't you play? You played Rocket League with us this week, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I could have swore you were playing something with us.
I think that one of the upgrades I got was like I don't know, some kind of special tier that only happened once in a while, but I couldn't figure out what it did. It just seemed worthless.
Ta.
I don't know.
Shut up, Josh.
Ha.
It's not a. Oh, yeah, it is a pun on my last name. What am I talking about?
Yes, it is.
It's a
But
fucking joke here.
Binding of Isaac is always fun. I like going back and playing a run through every now and again.
I never played it.
Dude, the game's sweet.
Wow, yeah, that game is awesome. It's
fun.
It is
probably
pretty fun.
one of the best twin stick shooters that's ever existed.
Didn't that get banned from like XBL or something because it was like violence towards children?
No, it
What
was
that all
Nintendo because it had religious connotations,
Yeah.
and then they threw it on 3DS anyway.
about? Oh.
Because they saw the dollar signs and they're
Like, oh wait, we need
never
money,
mind.
so let's.
And they're like, we're not concerned about putting out first-party games for our own systems. Let's take something that
we know your
money.
feelings,
God,
Drew.
that's
We know your
again.
feelings on Nintendo.
Nintendo did announce that they were going to include Zelda Mario, and something else game, all in the first 6 months of
Dude,
the
I've
NX.
been waiting for something else game.
I can't remember what
It's my
it was.
favorite.
Is that coming out Q1
Yeah.
next year? Yeah.
And
I like it.
the other announcement about the NX was that it is not as powerful as an Xbox One.
Nope.
Hmm.
Not even close.
When has a
nowhere.
Nintendo console
Yeah,
been
I was just
Never
saying,
been
yeah,
on par
like
with the
that's not
generation.
really like that's no surprise.
Yeah, man.
I've heard rumors that it's going to be similar to what a Chrome, obviously like a Chromecast where you plug it into the HDMI port.
Yeah.
It's going to be similar to that.
They're making terrible ideas.
Yeah.
What the fuck is up with
stop.
Nintendo? Like
Stop, Nintendo.
they're like
Stab.
they're trying to tap into new markets that like really don't make a whole lot of sense.
And
in
they're
my opinion.
Niantic or Niantic.
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 They're
That
fucking
sounds like a mental disorder.
Fucking destroy Pokemon Go. But we'll touch on
Another
that later.
topic later.
Another topic. We'll get to
Level
that
this
later
up.
on.
Yeah, I don't think I played anything else.
Alright. Drew!
Drew.
I've been going back and forth between the house that I own and my folks' place because it's hard to take a shower at my place because the water pressure sucks so much dick. But when I'm at my place, I play games that aren't associated with the internet. So I was playing some All Pro Football 2K8, and yeah, that's right.
Is that
What a fucking random-
Is that Madden's retarded cousin?
No, it's 2K Games couldn't make NFL games anymore when EA Sports took the Madden license. So they took former Hall of Fame players and they put them into a game, and you can customize your team based on all these different Hall of Fame players. So I can have a team where John Elway is my quarterback and Jerry Rice is my wide receiver, and Alvin Harper or
So it's not like a fake league where your quarterback could be like Peyton Manning.
well, you can create players, so you could create a Peyton Manning if you
Peyton
wanted
Manning.
to. But
Quarterback.
all the teams are made up, and the points don't matter.
He's like, whose line is it anyway for football?
Yeah, but no, that game's
football is
pretty
anyways.
fun.
Whose
I
football
mean,
is
if you don't want to play Madden, it's pretty fun. And I was also playing SSX, the remake. For
Dude,
Oh,
nice.
whoa!
I like SSX.
Nice, dude. I do too, man. That's my favorite fucking snowboarding game ever.
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
I really
It's
like
great.
Tricky back in the GameCube days.
It's tricky.
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 And then when I go back to my folks' place that I have access to my Xbox One on my PC, I play Plants and
Yeah.
Rocket League.
Yeah.
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 I'm trying to think if I played anything on PC. I don't think I did.
We need to do a few more Infinity modes soon.
Yeah.
So I want to get
You guys
Let's
need
do
to
it. I
record
want
it.
more legendary
we
characters, man.
should probably record it too. Yeah, I want those legendary characters.
Yeah.
I think Infinity Mode would be a good, would make for good videos.
Oh, it probably
Yeah,
would.
we probably would.
I need to get those gnomes too. I want to get that hat you have or whatever that
The
says-
everlasting
The
crown.
crown.
I want that so bad.
Remember all those Mass Effect 3
I
videos
love
we
it.
made
I
way
love
back
that
in the day?
crown.
Side note, I want to do some more Mass Effect 3 videos, honestly. I want
should.
I want us to go back and record Mass Effect 3 like the old school way we used to do, where we couldn't record
Yeah.
while we played because we had no equipment.
Oh God, don't let Disco play.
Oh God.
He'll spend
I'll spend
$500.
Yeah,
$200.
so dropping more money on
I'll
it.
spend
Again.
$200 more.
Your
on it.
kid's gonna starve to death.
This game came out in 2012. We played it very seriously for over a year, probably. I still don't have every fucking character.
I don't either.
Yeah.
It's absurd how hard it is to get some of those goddamn characters.
Mass Effect 3 multiplayer to Disco is like Steam sale to me.
Basically,
Pretty
Just
much.
start
That's
throwing dollar bills at your fucking
Yeah.
screen. Like, give me more.
Shut up and take my money.
I give shit about online multiplayer all the time. I have never had so much fun playing a Vanguard with
Oh.
a fucking sniper.
Well, Josh is
Stealing
playing
kills
Vanguard.
all the time.
Josh
No.
is playing Vanguard in Mass Effect 2, and last night I was like, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Like play it on
No,
30.
we're seeing
wait.
Mass
It's so
Effect
much
3.
better.
Just
it's
wait.
You have like
freaking
the dodge
way
moves and
ridiculous.
shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
not even just multiplayer in game.
Oh, that too,
Vanguard's retarded. But I'm talking about multiplayer because I love just being like, hey, guess what? You want that? Oh, you want that? I literally am just teleporting around the map because I have a 0.08 goddamn cooldown on my Vanguard charge.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
No, I placed. Yeah, no, literally.
Little side note, since Logan mentioned about us not having great equipment when we were recording those videos, let me give
3
you
years ago.
let me give you guys some insight as to how we recorded the commentary for those videos. So what we did, This was on the old Feed the Dogs channel, which was my old channel, and we would record the footage ahead of time, and then we would go back later at Logan and Nate and Drew's old house, and then what we would do is we would set a Turtle Beach X12 headset on top of a mic stand, and we would crowd around the headset on the couch, and would record our commentary that way.
Classic.
I remember that shit.
That was how we recorded those old videos.
Like fucking peasants.
Like seriously, we had nothing. We had no microphones. We had nothing. But it still worked, and I missed that day. I missed it.
Worth
it.
I was talking to Josh about it, how we didn't have the means to record while we played, so we had to like retroactively go back and talk about what we were doing.
Yeah.
And it's almost like coaching, because we say we have this build and this is why we use it, blah blah blah. So I actually want to go back and have a series like that.
Kind of a reflection type thing.
Well, and also, I mean, I think it almost helps where you can, while you're not in the moment, you can talk more intelligently about why you did what you did, almost like training videos in a weird way.
Sort of. It's
kind of.
It's like welcome to Mass Effect Incorporated. Here's how we use the Vanguard class.
Basically,
it's like McDonald's.
We're good at gaming. We could teach some people some shit.
We could.
Yeah.
Like Josh, how to play Rocket League.
Yeah, right?
Friendly fire how-tos.
That would be the first video we would do.
Fuck you, Shawn.
Alright, was there anything else, Drew? What else have you been playing?
That's primarily it.
Alright.
Hold on. Before we go on to Worth, because nobody cares.
Fuck you, Disco.
I'm just kidding. God damn it. There was something really important that needed to be said. Some of you may have seen my Video Games Monthly announcements and have heard about some of the new consoles that have been added, but maybe not in a few weeks. But they did announce that Xbox and PlayStation 2 are in there. Well, today they announced that they're adding Atari 2600 games now.
Really?
Oh, interesting.
So
they have those?
Going way back in the.
So now
it's they have versions of those that are still working.
12 different consoles you can get games for from Video Games.
That's
Monthly.
Great. That's really cool. GameCube.
Maybe they don't have Wii yet. GameCube, PlayStation 2, Xbox, PlayStation, Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Atari 2600.
They better be throwing
most
some
of the Game Boys.
2600 game, like they should be throwing like 3 2600 games in there because you can get those for nothing. They're fucking dirt cheap.
It's just an easy way. You can throw the ones you want on your wish list, and then they'll throw them in randomly.
Is there much of a demand for those though? Like that's what I.
For collectors?
Hell yeah. They only add consoles that are widely demanded by their customer base.
Okay.
So.
Are those 2600?
2600.
2600 cartridges? Shush. 2600 cartridges, are those like legit working cartridges though?
I would assume.
Everything
I know I say that in a weird way
working,
to the point where
but may not look nice.
Oh, yeah.
They do give some copies that are a little bit like worn.
But they're in good working condition.
They test everything.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
all
awesome.
That matters.
That's super collectible.
It's similar to the way Gamers does things. They test everything they sell.
Oh, no they don't, because I used to work there.
You can force them to test it at the store at Gamers. They have consoles set up for it.
But I'm talking about when shit would come through a warehouse, they'd be like, yeah, just fucking throw it on the shelf. Just fine. Like, don't worry about it. I'm like, well, there's like a fucking huge ass gouge in this thing. I'm like, nah, just go. Just sell it. Fuck it. Yeah.
I'm just saying,
console is severed in half. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is fine.
What I was saying about Gamers is that they always have their consoles set up so you can test the games.
I know. They do in the stores, but the warehouse is a different story.
Well, fuck Gamers, because the people that work there
seriously.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how many times have you guys ever had in your life? Well, I shouldn't say how many times. How mad were you at one point where you had a friend that played a game and put that game in the wrong...
they are worse than Hitler.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the wrong
freaking
case or the wrong cartridge or anything like that? Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me furious.
Well, now I know how to fuck with both of you.
Well, shut up,
Josh.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
I'll switch literally every disc.
My brother did that to me twice.
I would literally burn your
My brother did that to me twice, and he's like, no, I was playing, I was enjoying a good time. I'm like, good, put it in the fucking same goddamn thing you pull it out of. Because I wanted to play it too, but guess what happens when I open Mass Effect 2? There's goddamn Spyro the Dragon inside of it. And I'm like, no. I love Spyro, but at the same time, like that's not what I wanted to play.
You could at least get in the same console generation.
Well, and the worst part is just like, yeah, I opened this up and I wanted to play this.
Like,
Now I have to look through all this stuff to see where this goddamn CD.
Yeah, I have hundreds of
Exactly.
games. Like
Exactly.
Did you say what you played yet, Worth?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well then speak.
Jesus.
But who the fuck cares?
That is a better answer.
Yeah. No. Kind of the usual, I guess. Rocket League, Siege. Played a lot of Siege this week, actually.
We did, which was
Yeah, it was good. It was good to go back.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
So fucking.
Played lots of Diablo, Witcher 3. Slowly making progress on that.
Nice.
Yes. And I played
How far in the story are you? Have you met Trish?
I did meet Trish.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't.
Have you
I don't
gone to
remember where I
Skilly
left off at.
yet? Or Skilly?
Skilly. Yeah, I think so.
Have you been there
Like
yet?
the new city, like the. I'm about 6 hours.
Skilly is the Viking fucking. Like,
Oh, I haven't got-
bullshit. Yeah.
I haven't got there yet.
I wiped my
So
dick
you're
on
in the
that
meantime,
towel.
yeah, where you met Trish and everything. Okay, good.
Yeah. And then I also.
Guess what? You're like 18% of the way through the storyline.
That's not bad.
You're also 18%
I'm
of the
throwing
way
out a
of...
generalization, but that game is so big, you have no idea.
I know it doesn't matter. And
It's stupid.
I actually played.
Bye, Sean.
Bye, Shawn.
Every fucking time. Do you have to...
I
Can I
have
just
to-
sneak out
Nope.
for once?
But
No!
Sean,
They have to know that you're gone. You're leaving us.
Sean, No
Go-
Man's Sky.
Also, No Man's Sky
Yes.
hype train
Hype.
has no fucking brakes.
Oh, it has breaks.
Go ahead and
Oh,
leave.
it has-
Especially from the one person who
Shut the fuck up.
announced that they played it.
Shut the fuck up.
Put some serious brakes on
We'll
that.
talk about that later.
Logan. No, I'm just kidding. But I also played.
My voice is way better than yours,
That was
so you
way
can shut your
rude.
goddamn mouth.
Your voice cracked there for a second, but
Girl pants? What?
no, I have a problem. No, but I also played Hawken this week. I never played that game before.
Go!
Yeah,
Skip.
Well,
Hawken?
that's Hawken. Yeah, it was a free
Hawken
download.
rhymes with girl pants.
That's not how any of this works. No, it's okay. The sound in that game is fucking god awful.
It's like a more boring Titanfall.
That's a fair comparison.
Logan
Yeah,
tried
it's-
to convince me to keep it installed on my Xbox. He's like, no, we should get
I
everybody
told you
together.
to
and
try
play
it.
it would
All
be-
I said was to try it.
It's
I
worth
did
it.
try it.
It's now deleted.
Worthless.
I never told you to keep it.
Yes, you did. You were like, we need to get everybody together to play
Just
it or
to
whatever.
try it.
It might
And
be-
we tried it,
I
and
said,
it was
this
garbage.
This is worthless.
It might be a
Yes.
fun. It might be a fun little game to do a couple quick videos out of, but like it's not worth playing over like
In the first
2 hours, like an hour even.
In the
It's-
first 5 minutes, I was like, "I'm fucking over this game. This is garbage. This
It's
is a
the
dumpster
the
fire."
sound quality in that game is completely. It's like 2002 sound quality. It's bad. I mean, there were a couple interesting mechanics like with like I like how they made it so like you can quickly turn on the enemies that are behind you. So like you can just like tap a quick button and then your mech will just like
Yeah.
immediately spin around and then you can. So that way you don't have to bother with like looping around them and everything. You just go and it's instant.
What did happen to Pat?
What?
Why-
Why is Pat broken?
Why is Pat broken? Yeah, what the hell?
I'm laughing because the whole time that we're trying to be serious, fucking Josh is like,
Just munch on the,
just munch.
his ice cream.
Just eat your ice cream, Josh.
I'm
having a-
sorry. I don't know why I find that so funny. It's, it's like he's being so serious about
I'm being
the
so
podcast.
cavalier.
But at the same time, he's like,
No, sure, but yeah, I like that comparison, Logan. It's a more boring
Sorry,
It
Titanfall.
really is.
It's, I mean, the opening cinematic is well done at least.
I
But,
heard about this game in like 2011,
yeah.
and it came out this year, last year.
No, it's older than that.
weird.
barely.
But-
yeah,
But
barely.
it's way like it did not age well.
You know what else starts with the letter H that's better than Hawken? Hemorrhoids. I would rather have hemorrhoids than play Hawken. It is literally the most garbage mech game I've ever played in my entire life.
It's a 2 out of 5.
It's an embarrassment to its entire species.
It's a complete
fuck up.
It's an absolute fuck up. But yeah, that's about all I played this week.
Well, that was.
We did get up to Torment 8 in Diablo, I think, which is like 2 under the highest difficulty. So, oh yeah, by the way, it's Logan's birthday in an hour and 10 minutes.
Exactly. So This is August 4th. My birthday is coming.
Yeah, but who the
soon.
fuck cares?
You should, because it's the same day as Jessica Negri's birthday.
Yes, you guys.
Well, I do care about that.
We are
Yeah.
soulmates, and if she ever listens to this, I love you.
Yeah.
I don't
Very
know.
much.
He's ready to put a ring
Don't
on
you
it.
dare
Right?
say that to my girlfriend.
Well, too bad. We will.
I'll
fight
kill
to,
you.
We will fight to the death.
Finish him.
Bicycle jousting. Yes.
Absolutely okay to
That's what I've
Bicycle
always
jousting.
wanted.
Bicycle jousting. I love it. But yeah,
So topics?
Topics. Yeah, topics for this week. More Pokemon Go shit. Let's keep this trend going.
So they took away the tracking on Pokemon Go.
Which is stupid. And I love Niantic's solution to the problem. Oh wait, this mechanic is broken. Oh, let's just completely erase it out of the game. Let's not even bother to
They
try to
wanted
fix it.
to stop third-party developers, whatever, to making their own tracking, right? Right? Did we hear that?
They shut down third-party developing tracking sites, which, I mean, I can understand them wanting to be in control of their own game, but like if you have a feature in your game that is broken that a lot of people heavily relied on, you could have at least partnered with one of these developers that had better tracking than your own game did to come up with a solution until you fixed your shit. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. I think it's dumb and broken as fuck that they removed the tracking system.
Well, and also kind of like shows Niantic's ability as a developer. Like if they can't fix a simple problem like that, like what?
Well, I don't want to say that it's simple because I have no idea what it takes to develop or code a game, but I'm saying that the solution is there and they could have found one rather than take the feature out of the game completely.
Or they could have worked with third-party developers to incorporate it into their game. You see that a lot. A lot of game companies, even games like World of Warcraft that's been around since 2004, take third-party developers and they add add-ons to make the game better and improve it.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Well,
Like
Bethesda.
they should have partnered with somebody third party to come up with a solution rather than just take the feature out of the game completely, because it angered a lot of people. A lot of people dropped off of, like, their numbers dropped whenever they took the tracking system out.
You don't really want to improve your customer retention. How's that going to help your bottom line?
It doesn't. So, yeah. Fuck the
give it-
people
just
that
give
play
us
your
your money.
game.
You remember who this is, right?
Right.
You guys,
Nintendo?
I don't think you guys. I think everyone is remarkably jumping the gun on Niantic.
You think so?
I
With their
100% think so.
Piss poor launch and among
This
the
is
other
a new
hundreds of
idea.
problems
Like,
that they've
it's not a
had throughout the
brand new
course of the
They
game's
have not
development.
once said anything about the tracking thing being gone forever. They said we need to fix it. We're going to take it out so we can fix it.
It's not really encouraging me to play the game at all. I mean,
Then don't play
why,
the game.
Why bother?
They don't care about you playing the game.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
No, they don't.
They do.
Yes, they do.
They don't care about
No,
you
they
playing
don't
the
care at
game.
all. What they're working
They
on
are
is
working on fixing the bugs, and in order to do so, they had to remove it from the game.
Have they
to fix it.
specifically said that they're going to work on the tracking bug?
Yes.
And they're going to implement it back into the game
They
at a
have
later
said
date?
they are going to.
Okay.
And on top of that, we still have all of the legendary Pokemon events to look forward to. They've made it so catching Pokemon isn't such a breeze. Like, you don't just automatically get everything you come across.
Yeah, they did that so they could sell more Pokeballs. So
You don't need to. It takes...
No.
You can go walk around for 2 hours in an area heavy with Pokestops and be stocked up for an entire 2
Think of it
weeks.
as an RPG.
also
son.
depends on where you live.
Anyone that lives near a city can do it. I live in a tiny town with like 5 Pokestops, and walking around for an hour I can get stocked up. It's
Or
not
go to
hard.
Benson.
All it requires
Go to
is,
Benson, yes.
is playing the game. It's apathetic people like
So-
yourself
so
who
get off the couch.
only half-ass play it that have problems with it.
Whatever.
Because my wife
No.
has no problems doing 10 times better than almost all of us.
Well, she sits in an office all day
You
and
played
picks up
RPGs
Pokestop,
before, especially
Pokeballs.
Final
I'm just
Fantasy.
saying, she apathetically plays better than the rest of us.
It's easy when your work is a Pokestop. It's 100 times easier when your work is a Pokestop.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying, though. It
Never
doesn't
ending
require
Pokeballs.
anything to play the game.
I mean, it's not like I get like tons of time to fucking just like play Pokemon Go like all the time.
I literally
So-
play 1 day a week, and I do just fine. I'm level 22.
So you're saying you don't boot up the app at all, except for 1 day a week?
I'll turn it on and see if there's anything nearby, and then I just shut it off.
Yeah, how would you know without the tracking system?
You don't the tracking system,
You
the
don't need
Pokemon
to.
nearby
It works.
still works.
It still works.
And you can see the
It
grass
just
pop up.
partially
I
works.
caught 2 Eevees today.
No.
It kind of
The
works.
nearby thing still works just fine. It still has the Pokemon in the correct location in the list. You just can't find out where it is.
The
Yeah,
footsteps
so-
are only for literally like directional.
Which direction?
Nearby means you can walk and reach it. The footsteps means turn this way and then walk that way.
Who wants to who wants to figure that out? I don't
That's
want to.
true,
I don't want to.
but I mean, that's
Then don't play.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I won't.
Wait, just
Actually, you know what? Now I do want to play it just to annoy you, just to spite you,
Stop
Disco.
it.
I'm just saying, like, the only problem is the 3 steps thing that they removed. And there was somebody who was saying, you were the one who posted it. They gave them an idea on how to do it better. Maybe they'll use it.
I think that they should. I mean, I think that if they did that, I think that would kind of show a little bit more initiative to, kind of placate to their player base.
I didn't personally have any problems with the 3 steps when it worked. It worked fine. Like, you could find anything.
When it worked, it was awesome.
Yeah, it worked just fine. And there was a thing that nobody knew about for like 2 weeks that once they did find it out, it made it even easier.
There just hasn't been enough transparency with them as far as like communicating with the people on the decisions that they made for the game. So I'm just kind of just PO'd with them as a developer as a whole. So I just think they could have done a way better job with being more transparent and being more communicative with their player base. So
Pat?
out of curiosity, I'm not starting an argument over this. I'm saying this.
You're probably
right out.
going to.
This is going to open up a can of worms.
It's okay.
We all hate
He
each other.
played
anyway.
some, but he's more in depth than I am. How many times have you played an RPG and grinded?
well, tons.
Every single RPG. There's
I'm
no
just-
RPG that you don't grind.
I'm just saying when it comes to Pokemon, it's like, guess what? Deal with what's going on. Yeah, guess what? You have to grind, to get up to that level and everything.
Oh,
Is it a weird RPG?
I still catch tons of Pokemon over and over just to try and get a better
We talked about this. We said, a lot of people, it's got 50 million downloads. Guess what? How many of those people are going to, 2 weeks in, going to be like, not going to play anymore?
Done.
Everybody who's mad
what I mean?
about the tracking thing.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, and
I'm not
honestly,
saying that I don't play it. I still play it. I just think
I'm
it's
not saying that
garbage.
either.
It's just garbage that their solution was to remove the feature completely.
System.
Okay,
Stupid.
so what's the difference? It was broken and didn't work.
It worked
So
for some.
why no, it didn't work for
the
anyone.
last week or so, it didn't work.
Logan just said that when it worked, it was good. So
When it did, but for-
when it worked, but once it
Exactly.
was bugged, once it became bugged, it didn't work at all. So they just took it out. It
Did you
literally
see the
did not
3
work
steps?
at all.
Like the 3 steps, everything was 3 steps.
For everything.
No matter where
Yeah.
you went, it's
Yeah,
3 steps.
yeah, it was always-
for
it was
a
always
week or
3
two,
steps.
It was broken.
That and I was at a hardware store and there was a Kadabra on my tracker, and it literally shot around all over the 9 spots where you can see, or 9 or 12 spots that you can see.
9, yeah.
It went all over the place, so it was not in the same spot.
Does that matter though?
I don't
the
know.
position of the 9.
I have
Yes,
no idea.
top
That does
left is
matter?
closest.
Yeah, I always
top-
wondered
yeah.
that. I
see,
I've heard
nobody
people-
fucking knows this shit.
The rules of
Nobody,
this are
the
very
developer
vague.
If you
doesn't
play
tell
enough, it
people
is.
shit.
That's what I'm saying about RPG bullshit. It's like if you put your effort into the game, yes, it's totally worth it.
Yeah, it's not like
But guess
there's
what?
a in-depth
people who sit
tutorial
there
for
and
every
just
game
play
in
for
existence.
Yeah, you
That's
sit
just
there,
gamer apathy.
Yeah.
Like, people want everything just shown and handed to them these days.
No, that's not the way it
That,
works.
I'm
go
not
back and play
saying
a Super
that.
Nintendo game. Did it tell you in any of those Zelda games exactly where to go and how to do it?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it would be more fun to me to be able to just give a little breadcrumb here and there. It was oh, this Pokemon could be this way. Don't fucking hand me the Pokemon, but I'm just saying it's a
did.
little bit more fun.
That's what the nearby screen is for.
Kind of. You got to put effort into that to find them.
And
Exactly.
to be fair, the original Legend of Zelda walked you through the first 2 worlds.
And just because you
helpful.
walk around doesn't mean you're gonna fucking find it. It may not fucking be there.
And with this
There's
game,
also timers on the Pokemon for when they disappear.
I've seen that. I've seen them literally disappear on my screen.
Every Pokemon has a timer for a specific area.
In a game though like this, where you
Huh,
have to
also
physically,
good to
where you
know.
have to physically drive and move there, wouldn't it be nice to have some description so you don't have to fucking
It
drive
would be-
and
You're-
walk
well, the whole point
miles
was
on miles
that
to
you don't drive. Now every time you log in, it says do not drive.
I'm not saying drive. I'm saying drive to a place. We have to drive downtown. So you're literally leaving your home, which is the point. But wouldn't it be nice to know what the fuck you're doing if you have to?
So it's not a wasted trip.
Yeah, like let's say you go drive.
Yeah, but how
somewhere.
would you waste your trip to drive there? Like you're gonna catch Pokemon.
That's part
All
of
I'm
the.
saying is that wouldn't it be nice to, if you're gonna put in the effort to leave and to go do these, go out in the world and to have a little bit more detail.
That's part of the game.
But what detail are you looking for?
But you can have that when you sit down in front of a TV. If I'm going to leave somewhere, I would like to have like a little more description on what
When you go camping and want to go find something like nearby that you've never seen before.
But if you're camping,
do you know what's going on?
Wouldn't you research where you're going to camp at to know what to expect?
Bears.
You could go out to a cornfield and be like, this is boring. Or you could research and go out to like a nice trail
can.
and all that.
But think about it in the Pokemon universe. I have no idea what's in that. I'm literally talking in like adventure.
But I'm talking more about the rules of the game.
Yeah.
Like the tracking, like I said before, was nice when it was there.
Okay, Fallout. Look, there's a building over there.
But this
I don't know what the
you're
fuck's
talking
in there.
about
No.
You're not sitting in front of a TV.
You're talking about physically walking.
I'm saying if you're going to go out in the world,
The best part about adventure is not knowing what the fuck is over there.
I'm
is
with
what
Pat
I'm
on
talking
this.
about.
Yes.
We're
No.
We're making two different
Pokemon. How many times did you play Pokemon and you go to a new area and you go, "What's a sand shrew? I don't know what the fuck a sand shrew is. I went in this new area."
I'm talking about the rules. They didn't explain the rules.
Explore. Go to new areas. Find new
that
Pokemon.
that is
blah
the
blah
rule.
blah blah. That's what Pokemon Go is.
It literally.
His logic is saying that the broken tracking is better than having tracking.
I'm not talking about broken track. I'm talking about the
When
gameplay.
it breaks down to it, that's what you're saying.
No.
You know what?
The
This
whole
is
point
a-
of the game is go to different areas, find new Pokemon.
What? Okay.
When you go to this new area, I don't know what's gonna happen.
What Logan is saying is that the little quirks of the game were not explained, as in like the smaller the circle, the better the chance. That wasn't in the game. You could
That's
easily
true.
find it
You
out,
had to learn that over time.
but
Or look it up on the internet, which
that's
I'm
like
sure
going-
every single one of you did, including you.
But
Disco.
everybody
I actually
on the
didn't.
internet, they had to guess that.
I was told that by somebody else.
But that person probably guessed it or looked online.
In today's
And
day
rest
and
of us
age,
would
though,
guess it.
that's like going back in the day and putting a Game Shark in your Game Boy and be like, I can find everything because I have the internet and I can have the control.
Speaking
and
of- remember-
guess what? The
remember-
whole point of the game
No.
is to explore.
Do you ever go to the options in the game and look at the control scheme?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. They gave us no control scheme option. They never let us look at the rules of the game.
Technically, they
Like
did.
what Nate said. Well, not really, because you just said that looking at.
I said the quirks of it.
That's what I'm saying though too.
That's
Pokemon
that's
Go is
different
about
from the controls. They gave you the controls.
exploring
The
different
controls
areas
was
and finding
swipe the
different
Pokeball at the Pokemon.
Well, I'm
The
not
quirk
saying
of the
literally. I'm
control,
making a
how to
point.
do it better, was not included.
That's what I'm getting at.
That's
That's
what
what I've been saying the whole time.
That's
Most
what Pokemon
games
is
don't do
about.
that. They don't tell you how to use the controls better. They tell you how to use the controls.
That's what I was getting at, though, is trying to say that they didn't explain to you.
Fight,
how
fight,
things
fight,
worked.
I
fight.
just mean
No.
that you can go into
I'm
the
just saying the
disc
whole point of the
and
game.
it tells you this is a Pokestop. It's where you can find Pokeballs and other items.
Yay.
But did it
Tap
say?
it and spin the disc to get
Did
the
it
items.
say that the small circle was the best one?
No.
Or
But
did
it
it
doesn't
say-
need to say that. That's
That's
a
something
way to
you
make
experience going on an
You're
adventure
literally
and
saying-
exploring
you said
different
at one
areas.
point, now you're
Yeah.
changing.
It better. No, what I'm saying is,
You made Pat just quit the podcast.
it tells
He's
you
done.
to
It's
swipe.
adventure. That's the whole point of a fucking RPG.
I'm with Pat. I'm with Pat.
We're talking specifically about controls.
I hope from now on.
Not about
cares?
the adventure. I'm saying it told you to swipe the Pokeball to the Pokemon. It
many
didn't
times
tell
have you
you
played
that
a
the
video
smaller
game
the circle
and-
was better because that's how to make the game better for yourself. That's not a part of the controls.
Let's start a new video game and
It
not
taught you
know
the
anything
controls.
about the
It
game.
didn't teach you how to use the
And
controls
this is
best.
how you play.
It's just like a first-person shooter. It teaches you that the right thumbstick looks around. It doesn't teach you that you can move it slower to get better aim.
Civil War.
I hope the rest of the games that you play, Pat, just have like half the game there.
I'm
You
just
just-
saying. I'm just saying.
I hope
when
half
you
the
go
screen
in,
is just black.
if you
So
play
have to-
if you play a brand new video game like No Man's Sky coming up, I have no fucking clue what's gonna happen in that game. Guess what? I'm very excited because I have no fucking clue how to play that game because it's a new experience. It's a brand new game.
I love how we argue opinions on this and stuff. And,
Yeah,
Apparently, No Man's Sky can be beat in 30 hours.
nice segue. I like that.
Yeah. Apparently.
I'm just saying, it's like When you first play Pokemon, you had no fucking clue where you're going or what you're gonna find or everything. It's an adventure. That's the whole point of the game. It's an RPG.
I hope the rest of your games are broken, Pat.
Don't do that to me.
I hope the rest of your games
you
are
played
broken.
the original Pokemon. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
The podcast god has cursed you. He has spoken.
No,
Yep.
I'm just
The
saying.
rest of your game experience to be damned.
Oh look, there's Zapdos in the middle of this power center. Oh, I didn't know I was gonna find a legendary in here because
let me just go into this nuclear reactor and catch a fucking
Yeah.
legendary bird.
Who saw that coming? Nobody, because you're adventuring and figuring out the game and experiencing the game.
Completely derailed.
Oh yeah.
We always derail. What are you talking about?
Completely derailed.
But yeah, so going back to No Man's Sky. Apparently, someone bought the game on eBay for $1,300
Moron.
and claims noted moron. They claim that the game can be in 30 hours.
It's bullshit because that's not possible.
Well, my first question is
technically, if getting to the center of the universe is beating the game, then he's right.
If there's a beginning point and an end point, he's technically right. You could beat it in 30 hours. Enjoying the game is a completely different story. What they meant to say is he got bored in 30 hours.
Pretty much exactly what I just explained the entire time while we're playing, talking about Pokemon.
It's essentially just, yes, you can beat the game. I put quotations around that. You can beat the game in 30 hours because you started at the edge of the universe and you made it to the center of the universe. But did you do anything other than just go from the beginning to the end?
He's essentially speedrunning it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you paid $1,300 to do that.
To speedrun a game.
Good job.
Yeah. I mean, that's why he's a moron.
Reevaluate your life choices.
What an idiot.
So yes, technically the game can be beaten in 30 hours, but did you enjoy any second of it? Or did you just go from the beginning to the end without looking or doing anything else?
And met no one.
Yeah. The point of video games.
Not that you're going to meet anybody anyway, but...
Because you spent $1,300.
So yes,
No
the
Man's
game
Sky.
can be beaten in 30 hours, which, P.S., that's not a short amount of time.
No, that's a long game. Like, that's a relatively long game.
That's pretty decent, but guarantee he didn't explore anything.
No.
He didn't go to a planet to just look around. He didn't go, discover species and things like that. So yes, it's possible that this game could be remarkably boring for you if you're a beginning to end type player, or if you're like Pat and explore everything, you're gonna have a fucking blast and probably play for like 200 hours.
I wonder if Black Ops 3 is his favorite game. It could be.
Probably.
Probably is.
Probably.
Yeah, it probably is.
So yes, he is
Point A to
an
point B.
idiot
Give a
because he
shit, I
spent
bet
$1,300 to speedrun a game just
Good
because.
job.
That's not meant to be speedrun.
Yeah.
No.
Stronger man than I.
No, that's dumb.
So he's a noted moron.
Who cares if you could beat the game in 30 hours? It doesn't really matter. It's not meant to be beaten in 30 hours.
What's that
he
channel?
did that by his own choice. It's not like the game
Awesome
promised
game
you something and didn't deliver
Or
it.
that's like taking a game like Witcher and being like, I'm not going to do any of the side quests. I'm just going to power through all this shit. Like, this is an amazing game that I'm not going to enjoy at all.
Yeah.
Let me experience no lore or
Right.
side story at all.
Or Mass Effect, or a bunch of fucking fantastic, or Final Fantasy, or Zelda,
Or
a bunch
any good RPG in general.
or Fallout.
Or Fallout.
So while I think that No Man's Sky would not be entertaining to myself because I can't find a purpose to it, there's no like accomplishment.
There's no endpoint.
Well, it's not even that there is an endpoint. You made it to the center of the universe, but
Is that the goal, though?
But how long?
There's
The
no,
goal is to
like-
get the center of the universe.
But how long
there's
does it take
essentially
to do that, though?
Well, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying I wouldn't enjoy the game because there's no sense of accomplishment. I mean, yes, you discovered a new species. You're probably going to discover a new species on every single planet you go to.
But you have to level up your gear and level up your ship to go to certain planets. It's not just like you can go to any planet you want. You actually have to dig up resources and actually like
travel.
yeah, it's not like it's like paying your way.
This is going to be the best, like, hard cut saying, this game is garbage to, this is the greatest game of all time. Like, it's going to be so interesting to see how this game affects, like, people who play it in this group.
Like, it's going to be a very opinion-based game.
Well, that's fair, but I'm excited to see how people change based on when this game comes out.
We know Sean's all hyped for it.
See, Shawn is. I know Pat's excited for. So like, and Drew's more like,
not.
nah. Yeah,
I don't have.
You guys
I honestly.
heard of dopamine before? Guess what? It's this drug when you find something and do something and it's amazing.
Oh, you mean sex?
Well,
When you find the
is
pussy
one
and
thing.
you hunt it down and you get it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about legit bullshit. It's just like in general, you beat a really hard boss in a video game where
but
you
there's no
discover. Would you let me?
How do you grind on that game?
You know what I mean.
I hope there's
Wait,
no-
are we talking about
I
sex
hope
or
there- I
are we
hope
talking
there
about
are rules.
RPGs?
Yeah.
Like I
there's
said,
rules that explain how the ship works.
No Man's Sky is going to be 100%
I'm just saying it's-
opinion based because
Yes.
there's no real game.
Anytime you do something and you accomplish something, level up.
I spent all night grinding
Get
and
a
I
new
played No Man's
skill.
Sky.
Blah blah blah. Guess what? Part of you goes, yeah. And guess what? That's the dopamine going in your brain and being like, that's why fucking video games are so addictive in the first place.
You know
I'm
what?
just saying,
but-
No Man's
Even if you
Sky-
play Mario Brothers, you beat the level. Yeah, beat the level. I'm the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, but guess what? You know most of the mechanics of that game, like as you're playing.
That's
it.
because you've been playing it for so long. You aren't 8-year-olds anymore. I'm telling you from a legit point of view.
Imagine baby Josh playing NES for the first time.
Hey, guess what? Super Mario NES had jump, double jump, run jump, and that's like pretty much it. Guess
How
what?
excited were you when you beat the first fucking level of any
Pretty
video game?
excited,
you ever
but it
beat?
didn't
Guess
take me
what?
long to understand
Dopamine.
it. It didn't take me long to understand it. Pokemon Go doesn't really give me any incentive to
didn't
go
take-
That's
out
because
and
you're
keep
fucking
doing it.
85 years old and you don't care about video games.
I was just gonna say it didn't take me very long to figure out Pokemon.
Is this
Go.
the most arguing podcast we've ever had?
No, it's not hard.
I'm not saying it
I'm
takes
just
long to
saying.
figure it out, but
I
I
think it
just.
might be.
This is like a Trump versus Clinton debate right now.
I have a really important question.
Okay, Drew, what's your question?
I have a really important question about No Man's Sky.
Okay.
How do you guys think the Mako's gonna handle?
Perfectly.
Amazingly.
Exactly as designed.
I can see Josh like twitching. He's like
Fucking perfect.
Oh, you mean
I
like
saw a YouTube
like,
video the other
30
day.
minutes 30 minutes later Josh is gonna be like, and that's why I killed them, officer.
Like
We went from
when
one
you
argument
push
to another.
forward.
Thank you.
Push forward.
I wanted to segue
you
into
remember-
arguments.
Instigating son of a bitch.
You remember those babies in 300 that they wanted to throw in the pile that like weren't good enough to like be Spartans?
Are you talking about the ones that I took
Your
and
skill level's like the baby skill level.
No. That is the Mako. That's basically the Mako. It's
If
No.
you're retarded,
The
then you
Mako's
don't know how to
it's
use
a pile.
the
it's a-
Mako's run by unused babies, rejected babies.
That's what he uses for fuel.
The Mako is a pile of dead babies.
If you're bad at Mass Effect, then yes.
No,
Uh,
I'm not
Mako
bad.
is
It's
perfect.
literally just it's drive forward to go forward.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all you do.
Then you go like.
There's no other.
I love how
John.
retarded people are who can't use the Mako.
Jump.
I love how
Yeah.
retarded you are for liking the Mako.
So easy to use.
Yeah.
It's you.
It's so
There's.
sad people
It's like
don't
driving.
trying to find all
It's
the
like
side
driving a
effect
warthog
bullshit stuff.
in Halo. It's literally the same mechanic as driving a warthog in Halo.
No,
Is it not?
No.
you turn
it's
the
not
camera
even
angle,
close.
The Warthog turns in Halo.
We
It's
should
not
set up
even
a
close.
Mako obstacle course, and the winner gets like a free copy of No Man's Sky.
Yeah. I
Oh.
would win that shit.
Oh.
Because I know how to
Wreck you,
drive a
motherfucker.
fucking
Oh.
vehicle.
Is there a
No,
Mass,
it's-
is
it's
there a
like-
Mass Effect Forge? Please make that happen.
It has to be among the people that don't like the Mako.
And don't talk like you hate the Mako when you play Beautiful Katamari. Which has
That's the end. That's the mic drop right there.
Do 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 do
The game's really fun though. It's
It might be fun, but the controls are the
No,
dumbest thing
They are
ever.
stupid. Like trying to push forward.
I
and
perfectly
turn at the same
understand
time.
how to
Let
play
push
Call of
both
I was-
sticks forward, but use bumpers to spin in a circle.
Yeah. I'm sitting there trying to figure it out and have the entire.
I understand how to use
No.
how to play Katamari
Beautiful
perfectly.
Katamari is an amazing game. The controls are ridiculous.
Yeah,
They make
stupid.
no
Because
sense.
if
They
you-
make perfect sense to me.
Gargoyle
Yeah, 'cause you
controls.
played it
understand.
for 8 million hours.
I'm pretty sure the creator
I
of
was
Katamari
confused while I
made the
was trying to
controls for the
play.
Mako.
Okay.
I saw a video the other day about like some dirt bike looking like dude that's going up like vertically the entire time during this giant fucking.
I just hate the Mako.
It's the
Let me
Mako
hate
bike.
the
I'm like,
Mako.
that's a
because
Mako.
it's
Let me hate it.
You know what?
So stupid
You're
to
gonna
hate it.
you're gonna have no choice because it's gonna be in
It's
Andromeda
Andromeda,
too.
but it looks badass in Andromeda.
I'm
It's
sure
like,
they changed things.
Guarantee
Yeah.
the controls are a little smoother.
Yeah, they look
I would
little bit
imagine
more-
so.
I hope they're not.
I'm not gonna deny.
Bring back the nostalgic
getting
clunky
up to the
Mako
point
controls.
where I'm like, yes, I made it over the hill, and then I'm like, well, I'm falling backwards. Never mind, I'm dying. Never mind.
Again, that's such a ridiculous thing because the whole thing of that boost is if you're going up a mountain, which you shouldn't be trying to do because they designed it that you can't.
If you're at an angle and you boost, where do you think you're gonna go? Are you think you're gonna launch yourself over those
You're not
rocks?
supposed to be on the first place.
I was 15 years old.
I don't care.
I'm just telling you.
Illogical. I don't like it.
I will agree
first time-
that the Mako controls are not perfect, but once you learn them, they're easy.
They are
it's
terrible.
not that hard.
It's not terrible. You're
You
just
have to
bad.
make yourself
get
retarded.
out,
Just
It's
And
a
you're
lot
like, oh, I gotta
more
do this.
realistic in the sense that there's no gravity.
Even
and
if
when you
Thresher
push
Ma's
forward,
attacking
you're
you,
going
you're like,
forward.
It's so handy when fighting Crusher Moss.
It's so funny because you use the left joystick to aim your vehicle.
Yeah.
Simple, right? Logically, you should be able to do that. Right stick is to aim your turret.
Yes.
The simplest possible controls. I don't understand if people don't.
The
get
camera doesn't change with it. It's
it.
annoying.
It points to where
No,
your
it doesn't.
the right stick
I'll
controls
agree
the
with
camera.
him. I'll agree with him.
Yes.
No, it's good.
You're
It's not.
I swear to
it's
God,
not
I
good
played
enough.
way more
It's not
Mass
good
Effect
enough.
than you have.
You're
I
the
know.
worst gamer I've ever met. Literally the worst.
You heard it here, friendly fire.
Alright, Josh.
You're
Those
here.
terrible games.
How do we get to this from No Man's Sky? I don't even know where we were like.
It doesn't matter
Space.
because the Mako is
Space.
And also,
Because I said, how is the Mako gonna handle
Oh
it?
yeah.
the Mako.
You're
is
welcome.
I'm saying from that one
Thanks for opening
video
up that
clip,
can of worms.
I swear to God, if it's like dooga dooga dooga.
No.
As
The Mako is a fucking
long as
dumpster, baby.
they don't bring back the hammerhead,
It's
that thing
horrible.
is
Be better, Josh.
horrible.
No,
Not
you be
hammer
better.
wasn't bad.
It's the easiest, simplest
jump.
controls.
No,
The
way.
pixels
let's move
the
on.
ground
Yeah, right.
were
Yeah.
So since we talked about Pokemon Go for so long,
Yeah.
we should talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon and the amazing fucking announcements that they made for that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, I want to hear this.
Hey,
I
did you guys
actually
like
know nothing about
Executor?
this.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
No!
yes, hang on.
I legitimately, when I saw that for the first time, started laughing out loud.
Yeah.
I could
a
not believe, when
nightmare.
I saw it, I could not believe how fucking ridiculous it looked.
Like, why?
Brontosaurus Rex.
Okay, it's
the
a
new meme award.
Hawaii-based. It's essentially a Hawaiian-based Pokemon region.
No. There's 4 different islands. There's ice. There's
Yes,
Hawaiian.
like-
there's all that stuff. But I know you're. Yeah.
It's essentially based off of Hawaii,
Okay.
and
There's ice though.
so
I'm
the
just saying.
Executor is more like a palm.
Like a
tree.
palm tree. But
It's stupid. I'm not going to deny that it's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But
It's-
when I saw it, I busted.
It's like 8 foot tall. Like
8
Probably
feet.
more than
you mean?
that.
It's
8
a
8 feet.
8
8
feet.
feet. Excuse me.
guarantee it's taller.
The
than
stone
Yeah.
psychic. Is that what it is?
Executor.
Plant psychic
Plant.
that. Grass and
or grass psychic, whatever.
yeah, I think he's psychic.
No, it's grass and dragon. Actually,
Dragon?
it's dragon. It's a dragon type.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, I think
Look it
exactly.
up. It's a dragon type.
The
I'm
new
looking it up
one?
right
Yes.
now.
Oh,
The
well, I
Executor-
wasn't talking about the new one. I was talking about it.
No, the
I'm talking about
Executor
the-
evolution is dragon type.
That
Just
ice
makes no sense.
that ice Sand Slash looks pretty sweet.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
new
new
one.
ice types are what is possibly the
That's
best
one of the islands is about.
announcement that they made.
No. Sorry. The new Executor is 36 foot tall. So there you go.
The fuck?
Why?
No.
It's not the biggest Pokemon ever.
Why do you need to have
36
a
foot.
Tallest,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, it's taller than Onyx, dude.
fucking?
I would assume that
Rayquaza?
Rayquaza is
I say
probably
Rayquaza is way bigger than that.
the biggest.
I would pretty.
I don't know for
Rayquaza.
sure. I'm just gonna guess that Rayquaza.
I'm calling that
Is that the
out.
height of it?
the length.
I
Well, because
just,
you could have like Wailord or whatever the fuck that might be the biggest because it's a whale.
I just have to say that the new Executor is just the design is very
It's a nightmare.
phallic.
36 feet
Incredibly
tall.
phallic.
It looks like a bushy dick.
Yeah, pretty much.
I do
But
like how they're doing. Like,
The new types for
adapted.
like existing Pokemon is awesome.
yeah,
It's
The
awesome.
Ice
they adapted
Ninetales.
to their environment.
The Ice Ninetales.
I didn't care about the Ice
awesome.
Ninetales so much.
That was
as
awesome.
That fucking Ice Sand Slash was awesome.
Yeah, that thing looked fucking cool.
Rayquaza regular is 23 feet.
Yeah.
And Mega Rayquaza is 35 feet.
Oh,
Let me see
that's
that.
tied with Executor then.
So
And it is
Executor
Dragon type
wins.
for sure. Josh, yep.
That is retarded.
Psychic.
Why is it a dragon?
Grass dragon.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It doesn't.
But the way
Jesus.
that they were talking about it on the Pokemon website was Sandshrews and Sandslashes were brought to the islands and they adapted to their environment. So they're kind of doing a new way in the Pokemon
I
universe, which
like
is
it.
fun. It's awesome.
Pokemon has
But instead of being,
the regular
you
games.
can still catch Sandshrews, but there are Sandshrews in this area that are ice based.
Why are they ice type in a Hawaiian environment?
No,
There's ice.
I
There's
said
like,
it's based off of like a Hawaiian scenario. Like there's multiple islands.
Oh,
Okay.
so
Some
of the
there's
islands
like an
want-
ice island and
Yes.
like a.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I don't mean it's
Alright.
it's a tropical area only. I mean it's based off of the fact that there's multiple islands in a small area.
I was like, are the developers high as fuck?
I have a question because I haven't followed
Global warming
almost any of
confirmed.
this news. So there's ice Sandshrew, and Ice Vulpix and Ninetales, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So that's one island, I assume Ice Island. Are there other new evolutions?
It's possible. They haven't announced. They only announced like 6 new Pokemon.
So does that?
Okay.
So does that mean that that the Sandshrew can still use like sand attacks and stuff,
Yeah.
or is it just like
the regular Sandshrew?
Yes.
but like not the
The
ice
new one would
Sandshrew?
most likely learn ice attacks.
It's ice and steel type. Which
Ice
is a
is-
ridiculous
that's
type back. If you
crazy.
think about it, that's kind of...
Well,
it's not strong, but
a
that's...
fire type would destroy it.
Yeah.
but still.
Come on, ice and steel type beginning
But
of the
they've
game.
also
let's go.
added other features to the game. I've always been impressed with how Pokemon has handled their regular games, not like the Ranger games and
Like
all these extra games that they put out.
You
But
Pokemon Puzzle?
like
you
the,
don't like
the
that one?
standard game,
About
they
the Z
have
moves?
always been great at adding new features.
right.
Moves.
Like they put Madden and NCAA to shame with the new features that they put in every time.
Right, Drew?
Grin on Drew's face.
Yes. Yeah.
But there's going to be new things like there's a new thing or Z moves similar to the Mega Evolution, but more based off of type instead of that Pokemon. So if it's like an Ice type and you
Or in an ice area.
and you have the Z move unlocked, it'll use like a Ice Z move.
Yeah.
So
It's very... Yeah, you have to be in a certain...
No. I'm reacting to something totally different.
Oh, sorry.
what?
I'm
No.
reading about potentially leaked new Pokemon that are these, like the Ice Sandshrew.
Okay.
So I can read through this if you guys want.
Sure.
I mean, if it's potentials, it's not confirmed.
Well,
but
okay.
Obviously, yeah.
But I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's
While
like,
you're looking
if
that
you're in a
up-
certain area, you
No,
can
no,
do
no.
certain...
It's not certain area. It's based off of the type of the Pokemon.
Oh.
So if the Pokemon has the Z move unlocked and you have the Z ring for that type, linking it to that Pokemon, it'll use that type of a Z move.
So instead of
And
doing
each
Earthquake,
type-
you do like Ice Earthquake.
Well, I mean,
But I'm just throwing something out
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean?
it would be like if it knew an Ice type move, or if it was an Ice type and you had the Ice Z ring, it would use the Ice Z move. There's one move per type. So it's an interesting new feature. It's similar to the Mega Evolutions, except it can be used with everything and not just
Mega Evolution.
Mega Evolutions.
Yeah.
Right.
And they've also added. I don't know. I didn't get to see anything about the riding Pokemon, but you can ride specific Pokemon. They're not ones that like you have in your party and you use the move and ride it. It's like you actually ride the Pokemon in the game, and it's not one you can catch. It's just something that you ride.
That's really good.
Can you fly the
That's a really
Charizard?
good mechanic.
You can ride a Charizard.
Yes.
God damn it! You saw that video?
Yeah, we were watching that.
There's multiple things. What I saw via the video, there's like a bull Pokemon. It's not Tauros. Maybe it's Tauros, like a weird evolution Tauros, but it's like to
It'd be
get
cool
through.
if Tauros got an evolution.
That would be awesome.
It's like
That's much
there were a
overdue.
bunch of boulders, and he was like smashing through them, and then there was a place where you could not go up to the upper level because it was really steep, but you could use that. And then yes, there was a jumping on the back of a Charizard to be able to fly, which is what
Yes.
Shawn freaked out about.
There's also going to be some new things that are like challenges that you have to do to progress through the game, and not just like gym battles.
No.
And they don't call them gyms anymore. They're gym leaders. They're like bosses or something. Like
Yeah.
I don't. And that's some Hawaiian theme thing.
Interesting.
They're like
You have to go through like
I can't
little
remember,
puzzle-based
kahunas
stuff,
or
like
something. I don't know.
swim or go through this like time limit
Legitimately,
and
it's
swim
something
all the
like
way
that.
through this, and you get a certain amount of shenanigans, and then sooner or later you have to take on like the leader, and you
Yeah.
have to fight them.
Yeah.
But you have to earn your way to be able. And there's
It's
four
a
different
little
islands.
yeah.
so
It's a little different than the way they've done it in the past.
So excited
which
for
is always
Stoked.
good. Pokemon's always good about changing things up.
Do you guys want to hear the other rumor?
I do.
ones?
Yeah, let's hear.
I
the
do.
rumors.
So I can't find the source of this where this leak came from, but the article keeps saying the Chinese leak. So maybe it's like the Chinese version of the game. I don't know.
likely somebody just cracked the code and
It's possible.
and guessed.
So
Yeah.
a few of these are. I don't know how to say it for sure. Is it Rattata or Rattata?
I say Rattata,
Okay.
but
Either one and Eradicate will be Dark type when you do the Alolan, whatever it is.
Interesting.
Version. Okay.
I like that. Normal dark
Alola.
type. That's a little.
Alola. Okay, yeah. This says Butterfree will become Bug Psychic, which is that any different than what it is now?
That's
It's
what
bug poison.
I mean,
back in the day.
no.
bug
Yeah.
poison.
Butterfree was bug psychic. Beedrill was bug poison.
Yep.
Well, okay, maybe that's not right. I don't know. Then it says Abracadabra and Alakazam will become fighting types.
What?
Weird.
Weird.
This is
Like,
another
say
one.
a side evolution instead of going psychic, you go fighting.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. That'd
This
be really
says-
He
cool.
fights with spoons.
There you go.
Shut up.
Nidoking and Nidoqueen will become poison fighting, which I assume fighting is the addition.
They knew fighting
But they-
type
But they were
moves,
just poison.
But they
in
were
general.
just poison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King's
Growl-
like OP as shit.
This would be my favorite. Growlithe and Arcanine will become water types.
What?
Whoa! That would be really cool.
That would be weird as
That is
fuck.
fucking-
That
Water-
would be literally
Really
the
cool,
exact
dude.
opposite
What?
of it.
Water
Can
dog.
you
I
imagine
choose
the
you.
art design though? Like the art design would look really fucking
Yeah.
sweet.
Then the last one that it shows here are Doduo and Dodrio will become flying fighting.
Oh my god, they can fly.
It makes
Really,
sense.
duke
Instead
out
of
the
normal
fighting types
flying.
for sure. So
Where's my Fire Blastoise?
right, that'd be
I
amazing.
want him to shoot fire out of those fucking cannons.
But what about Mewtwo?
Right.
Now you need
Even
Blastoise
grass.
with water ice,
Oh,
so he can
God.
take on dragon
That
types.
I would quit.
Like,
I would just quit
Mewtwo
Pokemon.
dragon type.
Blastoise
Obviously, we
use
can
ice
just
moves.
change Executor to dragon,
Right.
even though it's a fucking tree.
Yeah.
Because who the fuck cares, right?
And that's
That-
that's seriously the most ridiculous thing about this game.
Like-
is that
Like,
fucking Executor?
how is a tree
Nightmare.
in any way, shape, or form related to a fucking dragon?
Did the fucking
a
tree
dinosaur.
grow wings?
Yeah.
He's a dinosaur. No.
Yeah,
Have
he
you-
look- he
oh
looks
Oh my
like a
god, what if that
dinosaur now.
36-foot abomination can fly? Like, what if you could teach it fly? That's ridiculous.
He looks like a. He looks like a. He looks like a.
Do
No,
they have a name for the new Executor?
no.
It's just Executor.
I don't think they changed it.
He looks
Is
like
it
a.
Mega Executor or what?
I don't think so.
So I was giving her the Mega Executor last night.
He looks.
Have you seen the actual, like, if you go to the Pokemon website, the Pokedex-ish entry they did for the new Executor? They talked about where this is actually technically, you can look it up, the true evolution of Executor. Like,
Oh, of
his
course it
overt,
is.
like, Execute to Executor was not, like, that's what he turned out as, but according to the people on the island, they're like, no, this is actually the
With the
true
ultimate
evolution.
retcon.
He looks like a
Yeah.
failed Skyrim mod. Like,
Literally, just go on Google and look at this.
Yeah,
It's the
it's-
most
oh,
ridiculous
yes.
looking thing I've ever seen.
Well, of course they're
Oh,
gonna write it into the lore after they've already created it and everyone's bashed
There-
it
It's been
already.
It's like
20 years. We
the-
need to-
so
Yeah.
Logan, would you say that this
They've
is
done that before, though.
I know. we're just
Logan?
shit.
Would you say that this is
not new
the?
for them to add a Pokemon and claim that it was like the original thing, but nobody
of
knew
course.
about it?
Yeah, of course.
Because
not.
they always add new worlds and claim that the
No,
Pokemon
they already
came
made the
from
Pokemon
that
guide.
world instead of the other one, and that one was just there.
Arceus or whatever his fucking name
I mean, that
is.
thing's
The
already
Pokemon
like half
guide.
retarded. Like
Look
how
at,
are you?
like Pikachu existed only in certain areas, but then when the newer games came out, Pichu existed before that,
Yeah.
and in Meryl there was whatever the
Azumarill. Or not Azumarill.
the little baby one.
I'm also looking at rumored final evolutions of the starters.
Oh yeah.
Or like Magmar was Magmar.
They've had those out for a long time.
Yeah.
I want the real ones, for God's sake.
Logan, would you say that the whole
Confirmed
like
evolutions for the starters.
that the whole
So you can decide who you want to start with. I'm getting it no matter what.
the whole like changing of the lore and stuff? This is like the Pokemon equivalent of Nostradamus because he keeps changing his prophecies
Right.
over and over and over again.
Exactly.
Challenge accepted, Nate. Challenge accepted. Let's go.
Disco, not me.
Yeah, Disco.
Yeah. Different Nate.
Every week we meet, we do a Pokemon battle, just to see who.
I still want you two to play the
I'll destroy
remakes
you.
of Red and Blue or Yellow or whatever, and then who the winner would have to give the other person a Pokemon. I still think you should do that.
Me and him are the only two guys that are like, yes.
You have to put up your best Pokemon.
Exactly.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Up in this bitch.
Save the channel.
I
Give
don't
the
want to do
channel.
that.
It'll
I'm
cost you
terrible.
your rarest card.
Oh my blue eyes!
That's right. According to my team right now, I'm pretty sure I'd fuck Disco up.
Right.
Yeah.
On Pokemon Blue OG, yeah, I'm doing pretty well right now. But on
Well,
Silver and Gold,
we'll see.
I don't. I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, put your money where your dick is.
Well, yeah.
That's not how this works.
That's not how any of
What
this
kind of
works.
Pokemon are you playing?
Well,
Disco
I'm
are
sure,
the
well, I'm
true
sure
Pokemon
Rule 34
masters.
implies. Just saying.
God damn it.
Every night we go to sleep. Dun 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 dun.
Dun,
He knows.
Da, 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 da.
Nah.
Yeah. What?
Well, we're done.
No.
We're done. We're done.
Are we?
Yeah, we're
Josh is
done.
done.
Josh is done.
We're done.
He's gonna go home.
We're done here.
He's like, just kill me. Leave me to die. I mean, there was a new Siege update that came out, so that's kind of cool.
We
can talk about that a little bit.
already talked about that.
Yeah.
Play Siege, it's amazing.
Yeah, just
Way to join the conversation, Worth.
Hey, you know
Glad
what?
you're paying attention.
You know what? Maybe they joined us late. Who knows?
Out of curiosity, out of the bunch,
So glad you're here.
I'm here. Who, out of me and Douglas, or Disco, whatever you want to call him, who is going else to get Pokemon Sun and Moon?
Eventually, I don't have a DS or anything, so
Eventually.
2DS, whatever.
Launch day.
$60, buy it.
I
Guess what?
played
None of
One of the
that
few
bullshit
games that I
was
will
right.
buy on
I
launch
It doesn't
every
work.
time it goes.
Yeah, no, my 2DS works fine.
I know that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I might get it.
I went from Pokemon Silver to Pokemon Y. Way too big of a jump.
That was.
I need to go back.
That's
to
a
the
really
yeah.
big jump.
I went
Like
to
OG
gym.
Silver or like
You didn't
Soul
even
Silver?
get. You didn't
Yeah.
even get like
Oh.
to experience all the new additions as they happen.
Nope.
You're just
Yeah.
like Silver, where we only battle 2 Pokemon, and then
Not even 2. I don't think that was in Silver.
No, Silver wasn't.
No,
there was
it
no
was still
double
one-on-one.
battle. That was
that
in
Ruby and
Emerald
Sapphire?
and Ruby
Yeah.
and Sapphire.
Yeah,
were the
I
first
made
game.
too big of a jump, and I got to the third gym, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" I was so
try
lost.
battles. What?
Yeah, and like there were so many new types that like things that changed of who has resistance to what, who was good against what. I was just like,
What is this rotating battle
Yeah.
I was
bullshit?
like, nope, can't
what
do
the
it.
fuck
I
is-
figured this out. I figured
Wait,
this out.
water's not super effective against fire anymore?
Yeah,
What
Yeah,
happened?
that's what
Yeah,
yeah.
touch.
Bunch of type differences going in. Yeah.
What the fuck is life?
I went from Pokemon Blue, Red, and Yellow to Pokemon X and Y. Like, that's the jump I made.
You never played Silver or Gold?
Nope.
You
You never played Silver or
You
Gold.
need- Yeah.
Silver.
Easily the best.
Yeah.
It's so.
That's what I keep hearing.
All the
agree.
one Gen 1ers are just so wrong. It's amazing to me that they just can't accept that gold and
Silver and gold
was
are
Except
the
your Lord and
best.
Savior, Gold and Silver.
Hey, you know what's better than 8 badges?
16.
I'm just saying.
Double that bitch.
Not counting the rest of the gameplay status. It's just what's better than 8 badges.
16 badges.
Literally
and guess
twice
what?
as many.
You get to fight your character that you made. Well, not you.
Basically.
Didn't,
It's
you
like-
didn't make, but you know what I mean.
It's like the jump from Kid Beer to Baby Beer.
the game was so good.
I had Mew and Mewtwo in Red and Blue, and all legendaries.
You have
so
no idea how
to
much
me, that was the best.
how much satisfaction I felt beating Red the first time. Disco.
That was the most ridiculous fight.
Yeah.
It was great.
Like any
It was
game
super
of all time.
good.
I was so good.
Like, I
If you
walked
guys are
in, I'm like,
curious,
oh my God.
World of Warcraft made an announcement on
Did they?
a new leveling
Yeah, but
experience
who the
for
fuck
the
cares?
new island.
Me?
WoW players.
I do.
Yeah, they totally care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'll read you guys the article real quick. It says that there's introducing a whole new kind of questing and leveling experience, and you'll want to prepare to make some choices out there.
Ooh.
In the previous types, the zones were designed specifically for characters who are within a certain level range.
God damn
In
it,
Legion,
Pat.
the questing zones you'll discover among the Broken Isles will work a bit differently. A whole new world. Early on in your journey to the Broken Isles, you'll be able to freely choose among a number of zones that adapt to your character's level. Whether you're level 101 or 108, the quests, enemies, and drops in each of those 4 zones dynamically scale to your level, giving you the freedom to explore this mysterious new domain as you see fit. Each of these zones is a very different feel with distinct factions to meet, fantastic stories to uncover, and experiences that you won't soon forget. To get started in these zones, you'll first need to travel to your class order hall and open up the mission table to select how you want to start.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear anything over the sound of Pat farting and completely fucking.
You guys can't ignore that on the podcast since we can just continue, from now on.
So essentially what it's saying is
Are you gonna get your the legendary weapon? That's the whole point of the game. Is like you get some artifact weapon, and as you level up, you slowly build up that weapon. If you're
Well,
paladin, it's the
they
Ashbringer.
stole
if
that
you're
directly
warlock,
from-
then it's blah blah blah.
They stole that from Final Fantasy, but
God damn it!
essentially, and it doesn't in all the previous expansions of WoW, you've gone to a certain area because it was the level that you are, and so you leveled in that area.
Right.
In this one, it's going to be you can go wherever you want, and wherever you are is going to scale to your level.
Awesome.
That's dope.
That's way better.
So you get to explore the new area however you feel like, instead of exploring in a linear fashion.
Do you think they're gonna have quests based off a linear faction though, or are you gonna be able to just walk in? I mean, who knows?
The way they described it, it says the quests,
you played WoW enough. It's like go
the
here,
quest
go
enemies
here, go here.
and drops all scale to your level dynamically. So to me, it sounds like you don't have to do the quest in order.
That's fine.
Like they'll be different quests in different areas that don't have anything to do with each other.
To other people, it won't care. To me, I'm like, wait a minute, that lore doesn't make sense. And I'm like, because I read the quest text.
I likely think
You
that
spend way too much time reading the quest text.
Oh, you have no idea.
considering it scales to or it changes based on your class and all that, I think that it is totally however you do it, not linear.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It says that your destiny is in your own hands.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well,
I'm
shit,
an
dude.
alliance player, so who knows?
Well, yeah, your life sucks. So
Ah.
God, I don't play Warcraft, and I knew that much.
Green Eye Paladin for life.
How much time we got left, Worth?
It's probably about that time to wrap up here. I mean, covered everything we need to talk about this week, I guess. So
I did want to talk about just
one little teensy bit of information.
Thing. So, did anyone happen to watch the trailer for Lost Soul Aside?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, what even is that?
Never
He
heard
showed
of
it to me.
I showed it to Pat. So
And he showed you the trailer.
So basically, what it is,
It looks pretty awesome.
Thank you, Worth.
This guy from Korea.
What, Josh or the trailer?
What?
Both.
Oh Jesus.
Both.
So this guy from Korea was like, you know what? I really like Final Fantasy 15
Oh, that
and,
game.
and Devil May
Okay.
Cry. So let me develop this entire game by myself, and it's basically going to be like the love child of both.
That was one dude that made that.
Yeah, one guy.
Wow.
One fucking guy. So yeah, he's released a trailer for it. Jesus Christ. What is wrong
Everybody,
with you guys?
control your gas.
I'm out.
Drew's
Jesus Christ.
we're clearing out the pod. Pat's gone.
Jesus, fuck you all.
Drew's gone.
Anyway.
You talk about this next week, Josh? Or you?
No, I'm gonna talk about it next week. I don't even want to deal with you fuck faces. Right
God.
now.
We'll edit that part out.
I've been crop dusted enough tonight, so fuck you all.
Yeah. All right. So
I want to give Pat props though. I didn't hear him say hardcore once.
Maybe
He
it's
did.
upgrading
Oh my god, he did it.
Damn.
he
nice.
does. You didn't say hardcore, Pat. Good job.
Maybe by next week we might have a Siege video.
Oh yeah.
I was peeing.
At
You guys leaving for it.
least within 2 weeks, I should be.
We've got lots of backlog stuff. We actually just released a new video for Diablo 3 featuring one of my good friends, Micah Horiuchi, who is the former bassist for Falling in Reverse. So if you guys are kind of metalcore fans, I guess.
He's very quiet, but we love to.
He's very quiet, but we got more footage of him with us,
I did
so
not
he's
use
gonna
each word.
he's gonna be taking part in a lot more videos. So
Yeah,
he'll come around. And
You gonna join us?
what?
You gonna join us here?
He lives in Seattle.
He's gonna join us?
You can take a trip, right?
He can, I guess, if he wants to. Micah, if you're listening, just come back to Omaha,
Shit
dude.
over here.
Yeah. And as we speak, as the recording of this, we're up to 2,500 followers on Instagram.
Giggity.
Giggity. Now, transport some of those followers over to Facebook.
Are you allergic to followers?
Thanks, Disco.
Are you
That's
allergic
great.
to followers?
You're allergic to
Disco?
followers?
That was a great addition to the podcast.
He's just stuff's coming out of every orifice from him.
Oh, God! Oh, God, why?
And watch our videos.
And watch our videos.
Go to YouTube, watch our shit.
Yeah.
God damn it! Watch our fucking videos.
That's not the way to go about this, Josh.
Watch our videos or we'll fucking cut you.
Yeah.
Good job.
We're the mob. We're the Friendly Fire mob now. So, yeah. Like, follow, subscribe, share. Do all that good stuff.
Love
What
you
gotta
guys.
do. Love you guys. And we will see you guys next week. Bye. Bye.